We got Season 6 of DLC for Naruto Shinobi Striker. The first character came out today, but the rest were all announced as well. We got a balance patch for Demon Slayer, a game that we didn't even know was still receiving updates. That, and a lot more, like, I don't know, the Street Fighter 6 showcase was pretty sick, in today's Around the Bush. I feel like that cut was a bit too soon. I feel like that I hit the button and suddenly... Did I cut off? Did I miss that transition? Hi Rene, how's it going? You're muted in Discord. Still. Sorry.
Shit. Shit. That was alright. That was not alright. But the transition was good. It was close. It was close, but it felt good. I think you nailed it.
So because like this OBS is muting my mic, I don't know if the whole sentence came out. I might have rushed it. We'll see.
Oh, I see. So for me, it was good.
For
but
you,
yeah,
it was
maybe the
perfect.
stream.
It was great.
Anyway, we have a lot of news today. Do we have a lot of news? I think we have.
We have big news. I don't think we have a lot of news. Yeah.
But before we go into the news, how are you doing today?
Oh, good. I'm doing great. I mean, yesterday was tough. Yesterday was so tough. Yesterday, 4 hours sleep, like working 2 videos in one. Almost like 2 days work focused into 1 day. It was pretty much how that felt like. Today, I feel like I'm still catching up, but it's a lot more of a normal day. And that in comparison to yesterday is very good.
Yeah, yesterday, as I woke up, I'm like, yeah, we have to do this Demon Slayer video. And it was quite a big one too. I didn't even expect, when I woke up and saw the patch notes, I didn't realize how much of a difference it was. So I was like, okay, this is a tough day. And then all of a sudden, we have Minato coming out, and I'm like, you fucking serious? What is wrong? Come on, man. Stress levels went up suddenly, but we managed. So we're here today talking about news.
We are indeed. And let's start with Shinobi Striker, the cover on the thumbnail, the first story we're going to jump into. Yeah, surprise, Minato came out today, starting the new season of Shinobi Striker. With Minato came a new stage. With Minato came also the Season 6 Ultimate for heal types. And also this little trailer that announces the rest of the characters. So if you missed it, the next characters to come out to Shinobi Striker after Minato are Ten Tails Obito and Kaguya. So far, I'm 3 for 3, baby. I'm 3 for 3. Predicted all of them. Doing nicely so far. I like it. Now, at the end of the trailer, there's also a little teaser. So let's talk about all of it. Yeah, it's a little teaser for a new type of DLC, which is going to come in between. I would expect this one to come out next month. So in May, we're going to get the first ninjutsu, which is the piercing one-fingered thrust of hell. So hell thrust from the third Raikage. And I think this is going to be attack type because this is usually the character they use for the attack types, you know, like the default character for attack types. So this is probably an attack type jutsu. It's just a little teaser, though. It will come out next month. Let's talk about it all. Where do you want to start?
First of all, 3 for 3. That's awesome. It's not like we were going out of our way to choose weird characters. We're choosing pretty obvious characters, but at the same time, Shinobi Striker has been known to throw us some curveballs. Now, what I think changes here is, for the first time, they're allowed to not have those weird characters that maybe they were interested in doing some of their jutsu, but for us, the character is not as interesting as the jutsu. Now they're able to do that. So now we're probably gonna get the bangers. We're running out of bangers, maybe, but yeah, I think this was kind of obvious. But again, we Shinobi Striker has been known to throw us some curveballs. So 3 for 3, that's awesome. We definitely nailed it. I think these were the 3 that made the most sense from our prediction. Minato, I don't love the duplicate characters. I think Kaguya, if you think about it, Kaguya is sort of like when we start going into the Ten Tails and the Otsutsuki clan, it gets a bit weird. But she does have very interesting abilities, so I'm excited for her.
I think like the teleporting, the dimension changing stuff should be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off, but that's pretty exciting. But yeah, nevertheless, 3 strong characters. Thinking about ourselves, let's go there for a bit. Three great characters for thumbnails for videos. So I'm excited for that.
Beautiful. I don't know about the obvious part though, because this means, and if you look at this roster of 3 characters that they're doing for this season, this means, is this the first season where they don't do Boruto at all?
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So 0 Boruto characters here, which I mean, we always knew that was the preference. We always knew they had a preference towards Shippuden. But like no Boruto at all, I don't think that was super obvious. Honestly, when I saw the season with 3 characters, I was like, maybe my prediction is not going to be right. But here it is. Yeah, it was Chronicle. That is the thing. Minato
makes no sense, by the way.
True. I mean, the
Chronicle. What is that? we never know. They just go to the dictionary and like, yeah, just pick a random word. It'll make sense for someone.
We'll try to make sense of it. The character himself, so Minato, we will have a video review coming out soon. But the guy comes with 2 jutsu and an ultimate, and also a ninja tool for every class. So every class type can use the ninja tool, and it's his kunai. So basically, you throw that and that teleports you. Like simple. Really cool to like extend combos. Really cool for flag battle too. And I think it will enable jutsu to be comboed with each other a little bit better. Because if you knock an opponent away, you can then use the kunai to teleport to them and hit them with something else. So previous jutsu that weren't built to like be comboable, you can kind of combo with them now.
That is cool.
Lots
that
of
is
tech
really
to discover.
Cool.
Yeah, lots of tech to discover here. That ninja tool and one of his jutsu, I think, are the main reasons to get this character, which is the kunai jutsu. I believe they are going to show it right here. This attack is really easy to hit, really easy to use. This barrier is really good, but kind of situational. And the ultimate is very bad, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I just, before we proceed, because that's the most important part, but I do believe that we got an interesting combo with Minato, and it always brings back I wish we could use the custom moves for the characters. That'll be one thing that if Shinobi Striker 2 would ever be a thing, creating your own combos, or at least stringing together different parts of combos, would be the one thing that I think this game could evolve to. Because I think it's just a waste, because it's so interesting when they come up with different combos, different attacks, and then you can't really use them on your ninja.
Right.
So that kind of sucks. But yeah, one thing I will say though is, by the way, this is the question that I had. Can you throw the kunai just anywhere, and if it hits, you get teleported? Is it not just the enemy, so you can just throw it?
So it's not only on hit. It will also teleport you after short delay. So yeah, if you just throw it into the air, it will still teleport into it. But it's not like you will travel across the stage, because it's a pretty short delay. Actually, I think during this trailer, they show it like hitting absolutely nothing. Yeah, I think it's the first shot of this character. So you will see him just throw the kunai forward and teleport right there. Like, that's kind of the distance that you can expect from this.
Okay. But yeah, it doesn't seem overpowered, but it does seem pretty cool. And like you said, this is going to change everything. Like, all the jutsus that we've stringed together in previous videos now can work differently, because we can actually come up with different strategies and can come up with different combos for jutsus. That's very interesting. I love how they keep making stuff different and interesting, and bring back stuff from before. Like, they add mechanics and jutsu to the game that might work really well with stuff that has already been released. I love that they do that every time.
Absolutely. Great question in chat. I'm gonna take a question from chat as an exception first, because usually we have Q&A at the end, but I think your question is very pertinent to what we're talking about. What are going to be the class types for Kaguya and Obito? We actually do not know yet. And that is something that I think they should announce. Because you are selling a season pass with 3 characters only. If you are, let's say, an attack type main, you might not get a DLC. I think one of these will be a range type, and the other one will be a heal type. And that is based on the current amount of characters in the roster. We have 14 attack types. We have 14 defense types. but then we only have 13 range types and 13 heal types. So we're missing one of each. I don't know which one is going to fill what role, but I think we're going to have a range and a heal type here, based on the amount of characters we have.
Yeah, here's what I just thought of this. This is not something that I put much thought into. It just came to my mind, which was there is a good chance that the reason why they don't show you the class type is because they don't know. There is a good chance, because I think they've been quite good at giving you all the information that they can, especially with this new season pass. I think the only reason that they don't show you the class is probably the same reason they don't show you the jutsu that they have right now, because they still don't know, or because they're still figuring stuff out. I never thought of that possibility, but it might be that they really just decide throughout the whole process of making these characters.
Yeah, I wonder what the process is. Do they come up with like a concept with jutsu and then fit the character into a style, or do they decide like the class type first and then come up with a loadout surrounding it? I actually do not know.
I would love to know that. I would love to know that.
Yeah. I would love to talk to a lot of these devs, man. If we could just be friends, and like I can ask you stupid questions about game development, just reach out. Like, I'm a fan first and foremost. If you like my content, hey, we should talk. Anyway.
Yeah, like even these small questions regarding the development of a game like this, I think would be super interesting. Super interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Minato. We are gonna have the character cards for the first time in a DLC review. The math worked out, so like I scored each jutsu what I think it deserves, and the math worked out to an A rank character. So Minato A rank, that's a great start. Great start to a DLC. Also, new stage. This is a very open stage, like it is huge, so it is not very good for that barrier. Because I think that barrier is going to shine more in like really closed spaces and in objective-based game mode, so like base battle and stuff like that. But it's very easy to move away from that barrier when you have a stage that is so open like this one. It is a huge space, because not only does it have just like huge open spaces with some towers here and there, you also have the teleporters, the new gimmicks. So like you are constantly just teleporting all the way up to a tower, and suddenly you realize, oh, this is a very tall stage too. Now, it's not like you play at all like different levels. The verticality there is more like to get the drop on someone. You mostly play on the ground on this stage. There is a big pipe surrounding the entire stage. Like I thought, that is completely out of the way. So there's not a big incentive to go there, unless there is like a scroll spawning there or a base there. Those were the only times that I went there. But knowing the teleport locations is really crucial to a lot of game modes, especially flag battle. Knowing where those are and planning a route, it's a big deal.
Yeah, so this is going to be the only map that they released this season pass, right?
I believe so.
Or do we not know?
They have not confirmed or denied anything, but I think so. I think that's one map per season. That's the way they're going now, and that's also why they made seasons shorter. So like maybe season 7 comes with something else. I'm not sure if it's like another map or not. I think honestly we got enough maps, dude. We are good, at least for a while here. So if we're gonna get something extra, I would love for them to work on something else, either a game mode or custom lobbies. You know, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, unless it was an actual new map with different designs, which we won't get at this point in development. They're definitely reusing assets for these maps. I wouldn't mind having like a different location, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I see what you mean. We have a lot of maps right now, so no need for that. A new game mode would be so awesome. Which I also don't think is going to happen, to be honest.
Today I was playing and trying out some different loadouts, and I got like the old Konoha map. I got the old Konoha forests, and I was like, wow, it feels nostalgic already. Like I haven't played these maps for so long. You know, like, because every time there's a new map coming out, you only play that map. Like the priority is insane for those maps. So I had not played in like Konoha City in a very long time. It just felt like, wow, right, this is a thing. I wish they did something to those maps, which is randomize bases and randomize scroll spawns. because now with the new maps having like that stuff randomized, and you never know, okay, where's the first scroll gonna be? I think they could easily like pick 2 or 3 spots and just randomize them on the old maps as well. I don't think that would be like too much work either. So that'd be cool. That'd be a cool addition to those old maps. Yeah, and other than that, I think we covered everything. Oh, there's a new heal type ultimate. If you buy the season pass, it's bad. Don't if you don't want the season pass, you don't have to feel bad about it. Because that I don't think I'm ever gonna use that ultimate, honestly. And yeah, next month we'll be back covering this jutsu that apparently goes through Rasengan. So I guess it's a lariat type thing with armor.
I like that. I like that they're doing this. Again, we've spoken this countless times, but I think this really brings the opportunity for them to not waste quote unquote spaces with jutsu. And there you go. You're never gonna get Raikage. That's it.
Not the third one. Not the third one. You could get the fourth.
Yeah, I guess.
It's still legal. Anyway, that's Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker. Let's move on to a game that we thought was dead and buried and like had no more updates, but suddenly Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba version 1.83. Several balance changes to gameplay. That means every single character got a balance patch. Every single one. Now, for some of these characters, I feel like they just had to write something just to say that they changed every character. Like, Rengoku increased throw damage, like for 50 damage. There's nothing here. Rui's demon skill blocks opponent's projectiles. This is so situational, it's insane. What else we got? There's some here that just like increased throw damage on Tengen, it's neglectable. And DP is a little bit safer, but you know, still punishable. So like these changes don't really change anything. This I couldn't even see the difference. After doing skill 2 with Daki or skill 2 with Gyutaro, your skill gauge starts recovering faster. I couldn't even see the difference here.
Really?
So yeah, so I didn't even mention it in the video. But yeah, we do have a video breaking down the patch notes with some side-by-side footage and everything. It was a lot of work to capture. It was a lot of work to edit as well, I believe. But it's out, so if you want to see all the changes, make sure to check out the main channel. The official Demon Slayer patch is real. Who knew?
Who knew?
They were still doing this.
This is first of all, this video was a team effort. It was we got to this video very late. Vegeta's did some of the effects. Globku did some of the every capture for the comparisons. It was a tough one. This one was a tough one to release. But honestly, very good stuff from the amount of time that we had. It turned out to be really cool. I love that. First of all, this is CC2. This is a company that has been releasing broken ass games for, you know, and when I mean broken, I mean competitively broken, which is fair because they don't care. But now, and we've talked this last week as well, with Storm Connections, they want to make the game sort of a live service where they are going to release new characters, and the online and the new characters are going to be important in a way that it never was for them. In a way that they're doing with Demon Slayer, that they have been doing with Demon Slayer and the DLC. So the way they've been updating in this patch in specific, and obviously we talked about that in the video, some of the patch notes, and just some are super weird, but most of them are actually super interesting, and it seems like they're hearing the community. They're listening, and they are aware of what's happening. So this for me is not that it means anything, but this is a very good indication of they know what they're doing. They can be, present in the community, and this might be good news for Storm Connections and the future of Storm, if they ever takes a similar route, which we think they will. It's not confirmed that they will have like DLC post launch or anything like that, but it makes sense. We've figured that much. So I think that's actually a big deal. This update in specific, like every change apart from those kind of weird ones seems super cool and seems super insightful for what's happening. So I think this is, most of all, it is good for CC2. It is good for what they are doing with the other games.
Yeah, I'm glad you also brought up the quality of the patch, because I think this is a very good patch. I think it's not perfect, and we'll get to that, but I think overall there are like 4 changes that I disagree with. Out of how many characters? 12 plus. Let me do the quick math. It is 12 plus the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free DLC, the demons, plus Tengen, Nezuko, the 3 Entertainment District, Gyutaro Daki plus 7. So that is 25 characters. Out of the 25, there are 4 that I disagree with.
2 of them being serious, in my opinion.
2? Okay, one of them I think is serious. The other one, I don't... Okay, what's the other one?
For me, Susanoo obviously
right.
is ridiculous. Let's just be honest. The other one is Urokodaki. Why the fuck? Why the fuck?
It just doesn't make sense. I mean, okay, Urokodaki, I disagree with it, but I would kind of put it on the same place as like Rengoku, who needs buffs but didn't get changed at all. You know, it's like I don't understand the mindset here, but it's not the end of the world. Like that nerf for Urokodaki doesn't really change the character too much. He's kind of the same. He just has less traps. It's more offensive than it's gonna be impactful, you know. I understand. It's just like, you know, Rengoku at least got a buff. Is it a stupid buff? Yes, very much so. But Urokodaki actually got nerfed, and it's like, why? Where? It's like you say, you actually. I don't know. I think I cut that part mostly because of time restrictions. But there's a part in the original voiceover where you say like, "Where are you watching Urokodaki beat Susanoo?" Yes.
But my question is,
tournaments?
where are you watching Urokodaki at all? Because I never watch him play. What is happening?
True.
It is crazy. But apart, like we're being very specific, and let's be honest. When there's a fighting game patch, there's also stuff like this. Even if it's Street Fighter, even if it's Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear, people always there's always one patch note or two that were like, what the fuck? They buffed this character? So this is not like this patch is actually very good and is on par with a very good patch from you know a fighting game like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, whatever. Yeah, I had to bring that up because I was super impressed. Not that I'm super into Demon Slayer competitive, but as I was watching you analyze and take everything into consideration, I was like, wow, this is actually a very nice patch.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, Susanoo might be a problem because they made guard skill pretty much free. There's no blocking it now. So like, I think players are gonna have to get good at stopping guard skill, which is something they haven't done in years. People usually like try to push block and lunge to punish that. Now I think you're just gonna have to react with a strong attack or a parry, and that's the only way to deal with it because you can jump, cancel it, and go into more pressure. And guard skill is very fast. I think if this game didn't have so much online delay, it wouldn't be so much as big of a problem because you could react to the guard skill coming in. But because of delay, that becomes hard to do.
But the thing is now there's no way to punish the only thing that really made that character so scary, right? Because so you can you still cancel after the it's like the charged kick?
The charge, no. You cannot cancel the charged one. It's only the uncharged one. And the uncharged one is the only one that got the damage nerf. So the charged guard skill still does the same damage. That has remained unchanged. But this jump right here, on block, that's not okay. Like, you cannot push block that into a compass needle. Like, the anti-air does not work. She moves too far away.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. And this was already a character, maybe not as strong as Akaza in the previous patch, but like this was already a problematic character.
True.
So buffing one of the probably top 3 characters in the game is kind of crazy, specifically because they nerfed Akaza. So right now it just seems like Susamoto might be the character.
Yeah, she's gonna be number 1, and what's gonna happen with the competitive scene is actually pretty simple. So I am forcing Nikito and Ichunka to talk before making any decisions. Okay, like I think the community's been too split for too long. I think Nikito's been doing his own thing, and Ichunka's been doing his own thing. So like what we're gonna do now is we're gonna have a test period. We're gonna run probably like 2 weeks of tournaments with no rules. So we're gonna go into the base game. We're gonna abandon Waterwheel Chronicles for a bit. We might come back in the future. We'll see. But right now we're gonna go back to the base game, and we are gonna run with no rules. We suspect that Susamoto might be banned, or Susamoto's tech might be banned. So like you cannot jump cancel guard skill. If someone sees you jump cancel guard skill, you lose the game immediately. We suspect that might be a rule, but we cannot put that rule into place before it becomes a problem. So right now we're waiting for it to become a problem so then we can react to it. If you think you can destroy Susamoto, this is a very good chance for you to just get free money. Because if you disagree that this is broken, you know that everyone's going to be running Susamoto, and you could just counter it over and over. And like you get free tournaments, free prize pools. That's all yours. On the other hand, if you think this is broken, there's a very good chance for you to just use Susamoto, get your bag. And you know, when the stuff gets banned, then you think about your main. But right now, it feels like it's going to be an interesting period for Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I have one question. I don't know if you've spoken with Ichunka about this, but Ichunka is in chat, so he can probably answer. So how much does this change in terms of making it harder to implement these changes in the new patch for Ichunka? Like going back to this patch and making the changes that he already made, or changing something? Is it any difficult, or is it just direct? Does it matter?
I did not talk to Ichunka about that. What we talked about was Ichunka's gonna make a mod where he's gonna take the colors. He said it's done pretty fast. He's gonna take the colors that he did for player 2 and he's gonna put it in this game. So me as a spectator, I can have the colors mod, and the players don't need the mod. It will not desync because the movesets are all the same, you know?
Oh, that's good.
So like as a spectator, we're gonna keep seeing Ichunka's colors even on the base game. So that's awesome. On PC, at least. On PlayStation, obviously, we can't do that. Regarding the changes, yeah, Ichunka wanted to nerf the Zenitsu grab, but could never figure it out because he actually had to change the animation itself. But now they did it for him. So I think that's something that he can definitely... Well, there you go. For some characters like the Zen grab, it's easy. For some others like Makomo, I would have to redo the changes I made and add them to Makomo, right? Because Makomo had a full rework. So you basically have to make Makomo from scratch. It's true.
Yeah. Well, it's just I'm actually interested because some of the changes that Ichunka made seem actually better than the patch.
Yeah.
But the whole patch seems super cool, and I want to see. I'm excited to see the community figure out what the meta is for the next few weeks. And then maybe we can go from there and keep evolving. But again, in general, I think this is just exciting news for a company that's starting to make DLC and is going to make another Naruto game. It seems like they're interested in actually balancing their game.
Yeah.
Now, balancing a game with 100 characters, that's going to be a whole different thing. But we'll talk about that one later.
True. And Waterwheel Chronicles, I mean, it made a lot of sense when we thought the game was not going to get any more updates, right? And was dropping in popularity and everyone was just sick. Like, everyone was retiring because it's like, I'm so tired of playing Akaza and Susamoto, and it's the same game every time. They're like, there's no variety. We have tried to pick up other characters, but like clearly this game, we have figured it out. This game is done. And if there's no balance patch, then everyone loses interest. The audience loses interest in spectating, the players lose interest in playing. So Waterwheel Chronicles made a lot of sense. If we are back to updating the game, I don't know what happens to the mod, honestly. Like, it might have served its purpose. But we will see. Like, I don't know what to expect from here. I don't know what to... If we should expect more balance patches in the future. I don't know if we should... Like, people are like, oh, does this mean DLC? No, it doesn't. Here's how I read this patch. Demon Slayer Season 3 just started. And they put the game on sale. they want to capitalize as much as possible on the anime returning. That does not mean new DLC. That does not mean that development is going to be picked back up. I think that's literally what it is like more people are watching Demon Slayer again because season 3 just started, which means there's going to be more interest and people are going to search for the game. So they want to like sort of reactivate multiplayer by doing a balance patch so people buy the game and they don't run into like a completely deserted online scene. And that's what I think this is.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. Not only that, I don't even think that this was actually needed. They went a bit out of their way to update a game that is pretty much dead. And yes, we're gonna get new players coming after season 3. They actually didn't need to do this. I understand why they did it, but actually, it was in a way kind of cool of them, even if it's for their own interest, to update the game. What I think is, this is the last update. It took so long for them to release this update. For me, it is pretty obvious that this is going to be the last thing that they do. And honestly, Water Wheel Chronicles is still going to be a thing, in my opinion, because the way Chunka was updating the game frequently, and even if the game, which will never happen, but let's say the game gets to a perfect state, we still want changes in the meta. We still want that character to be a bit stronger in the next patch, just to change a bit. Like, getting to a perfect state of balance in a video game is never fun. It's like, let's have some changes here. Let's get some new characters in the meta. Let's have new matches happening. So like Ichunk updating the game regularly, and not even that, like he's coming up with different colors, different stages. That is very exciting, which is something that will never happen for the main game. So I think maybe we'll get the hang of this patch for a while. But I see we are definitely coming back to Water Wheel Chronicles, if not just for the fact that we will have constant updates, and that is much more exciting than just this.
Maybe, yeah. Every time there's a Water Wheel Chronicles video, I do see like a lot of comments of people really bummed out that it is Water Wheel Chronicles because they're on console.
Yeah.
And they cannot get it. And I do see like a lot of most of North America is on PlayStation. When I made Wanted PC, it was mainly a decision based on EU tournaments, where I would look at PlayStation signups were usually more than PC signups, but the PC tournaments were always the most stacked. Like the best players were all there. The best of the best were all there. So it's like, yeah, Wanted is going to be PC, obviously. But then now that it's worldwide, and the North American side is like mostly on PlayStation, I'm like, man, that's such a bummer. I'm definitely... What's definitely not happening, folks, is I'm not going to have 2 Wanteds. I'm not going to have... First of all, cross-platform is not happening again, because I deleted that server. Done. It was too much of a headache. I think it was good to learn what it did and what not, but like I don't want to do that again. And 2, we're not going to do 2 different versions of Wanted with PlayStation and PC. So we're going to stick to PC only. If you are a North American player and you want to play in Wanted, just play in the PC tournaments, honestly.
Yeah, it's always just... It's as you said, like the best players are on PC, and it's probably the best way when you have the perfect scenario. It's the best way to play it. But I actually went to... And it's something that always boggles my mind. I went to Dragon Ball FighterZ to record something for Vegeta's, and I didn't want to go on PC. I had my PlayStation plugged, so I just went into PlayStation 5. It's so fast to get a match. It's almost impossible to get a match nowadays on PC, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Okay.
PlayStation 5, straight up, seconds. It's insane how many players are still playing that game on console. Yeah. Crazy compared to PC, which is like, sometimes I want to record a video, and I'm like waiting for a match for 20 minutes. Yeah. Crazy. It's the difference in the amount of players that still casually play Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I'm pretty sure that's the same for Demon Slayer, is kind of nuts.
Well, for Demon Slayer though, I don't know about that, because every time I checked the online state, it was PlayStation. But also it's hard to tell because the game has it's so dumb. It limits the amount of players that you can play against so much, man. It's like it's just this tight window of players that are close to your rank. This is the only window of players that you will find. So you rank up and rank up and rank up, and like the player base starts diminishing, and then you gotta make a Smurf account. But then you're being toxic to like lower skilled players. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
It's annoying.
Even like there's no filter that says give me anyone. Even like higher ranks, just give me higher ranks. You know, I don't mind playing against the number 1 or number 2 rank. No, it'll let you play against slightly higher, but not incredibly higher. So like I think Demon Slayer makes the game look deader than it is, and I think more players have quit the game because they go online and they can't find matches, and they think, wow, no one plays this anymore. When maybe there were actually like a healthy number of players, they were just all at different ranks. It's so annoying. Okay,
that actually gave me an idea for a video. Let me write that down because the
hashtag fix Demon Slayer again. But yeah, the perfect game wouldn't have a meta though. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If you're talking about like meta as in characters, okay, yes, maybe there is a balanced consideration there. If you're talking about meta as in like a play style or something of the sort, I think a perfect game can have a meta. I think that's fine.
I think
as long as there is like anti-meta to counter that stuff, you know.
I think the perfect fighting game would be a game that every character is viable against every character. That will never happen.
True.
That is just impossible. And if you think about that, yeah, maybe there's no meta in that situation, but there's no perfect game. There's never going to happen in a video game where every character is viable against every character. You might have someone who is really strong and doesn't matter what character they play, like Sonic Fox. They can play whatever. They play Mortal Kombat. They came up with different strategies for weird characters, and they can win. But that's a different situation. It's not the character itself; it's the player.
Right.
But yeah, I've never seen a perfect game. I will never see a perfect game. So there will always be a meta.
I agree. But yeah, that's the Demon Slayer balance patch. Check out the video if you're curious about specific changes. I think all of them are really good except for 4 changes. That is the Susamaru buff that might get the character banned, the Rokodaki nerf that came out of nowhere, the Enmu got a buff and a nerf, but in the wrong places. They nerfed his neutral, which is where he needed buffs, and they buffed his tools, which is where he needed nerfs. So I fully disagree with that. But he is a very hard character to balance, so I wasn't expecting them to get it right. And Yahaba. I hate zoners, so it's hard for me to feel bad about Yahaba. Screw that character. I never want to play against him, but he got nerfed and he didn't deserve it, honestly. Like, he wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
Let's take a break from big games before we go back into it. Let's talk about Wuthering Waves, which is a game that we talked about last week. Showed you some trailers. It's like this Genshin Impact look-alike in terms of like mechanics, but has this much more gritty and realistic look. You were kind of interested in this, right?
I am just looking at the first image before you started playing the trailer. It gave me some Nier Automata vibes. This, man, this looks very cool. I love how they differentiate themselves from Genshin, and the game still looks pretty cool. Good animations, good graphics. Environments look super dope. Yeah, this is giving me Nier vibes for sure.
Nice.
Man, I like this. The art style is definitely doing it for me.
Cool.
Wow, look at that.
All right. That's good to know. That's good to know, because this game pissed me off this week.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me know. Piss me off now. Yeah, I'm ready.
There's a closed beta coming out next week, April 24th. They put out 2 trailers for the closed beta. So this is a closed beta test gameplay trailer. There's also this CBT character teaser trailer, just teasing a new character, right? Okay. All right, we're doing some closed beta trailers. There's a closed beta next week. Signups ended like 3 weeks ago. Why are you putting out trailers for closed beta that people cannot play? Like...
Let us play this game. This game looks super cool, man. Because the thing is, this looks like Genshin in terms of budget and attention to detail, which is a big thing to say because Genshin has been popping off. And the art style is different enough that it makes me interested to see what happens here. Now I'm sad because we won't get to try it. I not that I needed to try it in specific, but I would love to at least have you try it and we make a video on it and I can learn about the game through you. I don't mind that way. So yeah, I'm a bit bummed out, to be honest.
Yeah, so Monday is when the closed beta test will begin, but do not worry, we will also be playing a gacha next week because Honkai Star Rail comes out on Wednesday. So we got Honkai on Wednesday, and this has a closed beta next Monday. It's gonna be a gacha week. We're not gonna stay here for long. Let's move on to some fighting game news because that's really what we want to talk about. First, a quick thing on King of Fighters 15. We talked about King of Fighters 15. This is what they call the pinnacle of pixel-based fighting games, and it's getting okay. No reply. I was just baiting something, but he stayed muted.
You're waiting for Ender? Is that?
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I was just waiting on Ender.
I was just baiting Ender. But yeah, KOF 15 is gonna have a cross-platform open beta, even without owning the game. It starts next week, April 27. Runs until Sunday, April 30. PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, Windows 10, Steam, and Epic Games cross-platform open beta. You don't have to own the game. You can just try the open beta out, try the cross-platform stuff, see if it works.
Yeah, this is great news, and it's been. I've been chatting with Vegetas a lot about this. It is a bad situation to be an Xbox fan right now, and I just see news about games not coming out on Xbox, sales being bad on Xbox,
Or coming out
games
with 30
not
FPS.
or coming out with 30 FPS and then not selling enough. I've seen news today, Jeff Grubb saying that Hi-Fi Rush was not a success, even though we got so many good reviews.
Oh damn.
He's saying that Starfield is not going to make a difference. Xboxing is it's not like it's in a bad situation, but it's not in a good situation either, and it needs a change in management very soon. So having crossplay for games that are not very successful on Xbox is great for them, because if you don't find players online, now you can fight players that are in the other console that actually has a lot of success. So that's crossplay is right now a big thing for Xbox, honestly. Like Xbox having crossplay with games that are very successful on the Sony console or even PC, it is very important. So this is really cool.
Yeah, and honestly, it's just player choice. Because if you prefer the Xbox as like your go-to console, very often you cannot choose to play these games on Xbox because the player base is just not going to be there. Crossplay fixes that issue and gives you the option to play on Xbox, which is something that maybe like PlayStation is in a position to not want you to do as like the leading console right now.
Yeah.
That's something that maybe they don't want you to have the choice, but I think this is very pro-consumer. To allow just cross-platform on everything.
Yeah, definitely.
True. And that's quick news on King of Fighters. Let's jump into Street Fighter V, because that is the big one. First of all, Street Fighter 6 demo available now on PlayStation, will come out next week for all the other consoles. This demo includes Character Creator, and it gives you a sneak peek of like all the game modes, but you can create your character and take that character into the final game. So the full Character Creator is already available. You can spend some time creating your character before June, and the June comes out and you're ready to go.
I might do that actually.
I might do that. I will 100% do that.
I wasn't looking for it. Today someone asked me, so have you tried Street Fighter 6 demo yet, Rene? And I'm saying I don't want to try. I don't want to play that game anymore because I go into a deep depression because I cannot play the game until it comes out. So why put myself in that situation again? But to create a character, maybe I might do it. Right. I don't know much. I haven't seen this. What I did see, because again, I don't care at this point. Just give me the game. I'm gonna buy the game. That's it. But one thing I will say, I scrolled through the video and I saw combo trials.
Yeah.
I don't know how hard they will be, but I'm excited.
They have 3 levels of difficulty for every character.
Oh man, hopefully. Bring back those trials from Street Fighter 4.
They do.
Those were
they do have it.
Fucking amazing.
Another big news, first season of DLC announced. Rashid will come out first, summer 2023. So shortly after the game comes out, actually. Because it comes out in June. That's summer already, so not long after we'll have Rashid. I wonder if Rashid will make it to EVO in August. Probably not. Probably should drop after EVO, right? First EVO, base roster, and then Rashid. Aki is going to be the character that follows. After the New Year's, we're going to get Ed, and then Akuma is going to be the final character of Season 1. 4 characters for the first season of Street Fighter.
So Aki, I don't remember Aki.
Aki's
Ed,
new. I think Aki is new.
She looks dope. I love the art style. And I think I remember Rashid was a fucking pain in the ass. Not that I played that much of Street Fighter 6, but it was just a pain in the ass. Akuma, though, looks great. Look at that.
Looks insane. Like, what? I mean, this is kind of concept art, so it's hard to tell, but I think the outfits are going to be what you see. So we'll see what's up with Akuma's hair in this game, because that is wild.
It reminds me of, I think it was Guki or Guken, which is
okay.
Was it Guken? Yeah, in a way, because he's the master. I think he's the master of Ryu and Ken. Guken, yeah, he's like an older dude. Yeah, he definitely looks like him. Definitely looks like him. If you search Guken on Google, you'll get the first image you'll see. Maybe the air not as much, but like even
Goken, right?
Goken, yeah.
The first image not as much.
Yeah, but like the even the attire, like and then he's bald though. Akuma's not as bald.
He is kind of bald, yeah. I was gonna say that.
But it reminds me of him.
Okay.
For some reason.
And Aki is they took Fang and made Fang sexy.
Oh, okay.
That's what they did.
They made Fang character I would play.
Well.
Hey, Fang is very sexy. Look at that.
I'm also anti-Fang, so.
Why are you guys anti-Fang? I'm anti-Fang because he's
rise up.
I'm an anti-Fang because he's a charge character, but that's it. I just don't like charge characters.
Oh.
I don't like anything about Fang in Street Fighter 5. You should die in 5 with Takali.
He was the character I was gonna pick first when the game came out, but then I saw his charge. I'm like, nah, no thanks.
That's a no.
Learn some charge characters.
No,
It's hilarious how much charge character would turn Globku.
Yeah, they will. They really will. You make a character specifically for me. You put a charge move in there. I'm like, no, thank you. I was totally gonna be a Leo, man. He has 2 charge moves.
I knew
it. He has 2 charge moves.
God.
That's it.
I feel bad.
I get it, man. I get it. And I have played charge characters in Street Fighter 4. And back then I was not very good at the game. And I handled the charge characters well, but I still agree with you. Why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to have an extra step?
Yeah.
I get mad when the game doesn't have charge because I'm like, I want to be lazy, bro.
Oh no, I'm fine with the game having charge. Just don't let me play it.
Oh, that's fair.
And it's one thing that I haven't thought about that much, but like it is the one thing that will make a difference if you have charged characters where you still have simple inputs that you don't need to charge. That is when the game is going to be a bit different, or more different than regular characters versus the simple style.
Right. You do have to charge in Street Fighter, even with modern controls. Like you cannot.
Oh, you still have to.
Yeah, you still have to charge.
Okay.
You have to hold back for a while and then hit the skill button.
Still, but you don't need to hold forward, right?
I don't think you do.
You don't have to hit. You for the supers, like for the level 3 for Gal example, it's down and it's special plus heavy. On classic controls, it's hold back, forward, like the traditional way.
Right, but so what about like a Sonic Boom? Can you just hold back and hit triangle? Or in modern controls?
You could just hit triangle, but if you want the perfect one, you will have to still hold back.
Okay.
Okay. Because what in my head, like to release a charged attack, you still have to let go of blocking for a few frames. You know?
I see.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But if the perfect one, you need to do the same. Okay, I guess I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All right, and let's get quickly through the whole thing. They did a lot of story mode showcase, and my goodness, has Street Fighter figured out how to make learning fighting games fun? Because oh my god, the story mode. Of course, Lil Weezy showed up for 45 seconds. They got paid $2 million. Probably.
As you do.
But first of all, story mode looks incredible. There's a lot of different areas, a lot of free roaming in different parts of the world too. You're going to be traveling the world and meeting the different legendary warriors, right? Because that was always the Street Fighter thing of, yo, this fighter is from Brazil. The big character creator, this is an original character in story, is going to be your rival and fellow student. And then you just like hang out in the street and you pick fights with anybody. Like any of these characters, just like, yo, let's fight. And you just start a fight right there.
Yeah, that's... Is that not what you do? You know, when you
It's
go
a
out?
street fight. Street fight. You do this. This is the transition, by the way. This is fucking seamless. Into like a fighting game stage. Look at that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. And people come up to see. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. They run in. Luke is gonna be your mentor, your trainer, your tutorial guy. At least at the start. But then you also... There's so much RPG in this. Like, you level up each character's moveset. And then you learn more moves. So, like, you unlock special moves for Chun-Li. You unlock special moves for Ryu. You mix and match them for your custom character. And then you can take your character online, dude. You can play against other custom characters with a custom-ass moveset. And
That is amazing.
you can still make those cursed-ass looking characters, man. Just those cursed characters that, like, barely look human. And give them a custom moveset. Like this guy. That Maximilian did. Imagine taking this guy... playing online with him, and he's got like a Dhalsim moveset stretching these arms, you know. So,
We need to have a few cursed tournaments where people come up with the weirdest shit and we compete. That's gonna be awesome. You know what I'm thinking? One of the reasons why I always hate the story mode in general, the story modes for fighting games, is it is the same game. As we've spoken, like, it's the same game. What you're doing in the story mode is just fighting against the CPU without any differences. One of the things that pops into my head right when I see this trailer is, did you see the amount of stages that were shown that are not going to be in CPU versus CPU against CPU or against other players? Just that is a major difference because you're going to be in that scenario. You're going to be in that situation. Just that change is already good enough to make it so it's already a bit different. You're starting the match there. You're not just going into an arena where you have played countless times in online mode. No, it's a very specific arena. And that's going to be just that detail on its own. It's already refreshing in a way.
I think the whole concept of a stage is just completely different, right? Because in that street, it creates a stage for you on the spot. So that this one street can have 100 different stages, depending on where the NPC is and where you start the battle, right? So that is, yeah, it's absolutely insane. Another thing that I kind of dislike about fighting game stories is how they want you to play with every character that makes sense to the story, right? So you often find yourself in a position where you're picking up someone you have never picked up this character. You're figuring out buttons while getting attacked by the CPU. I don't think it's a fun time, personally.
Collectibles, man.
They figured that out with this character creation. Because now you build your moveset as you go. And like you can still experiment with different characters' movesets because you're the one equipping the specials and the moves. So like, it's not like you're picking up a whole new character. It's not like suddenly, oh, now you got to play as Dhalsim. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck does Dhalsim do? No, you're still playing as this guy. But let's say you want to equip Dhalsim's Fireball. You know, and you get to try that.
Yeah, that is amazing. And again, like you said, just created a new stage with two, and you're fighting two characters as well. I love that you have collectibles.
Oh, and this mechanic, when they flash white, because they're like, you're whiff punishing them. Let's see, right here. See? You're going to whiff punish them. Boom, big hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like that's also a unique mechanic. And if you manage to get a special, it's even bigger. So let's see if we get a special here. No, it's just hit the guy behind into a stun. I think he gets a special next.
This is amazing.
Right here.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I love this. I love that you and the stages are actually much bigger than I thought. Much bigger. It's like an open zone, and the open zone is actually quite big. The amount of stages, the collectibles that you can get, maybe with specific abilities. There's a possibility of having a bit of a Metroidvania situation where you get abilities and then come back to that stage because you didn't have that ability to cross that thing, that platform. Or maybe I'm stretching a bit, but let's say you cannot break that car, and then you get an ability, you break that car and you go through something like that.
Right.
There's a lot of possibilities in this. Oh my god, this is exciting. This game keeps getting more exciting.
Yeah, check this out. So pick Chun-Li style as like the melee, right? But then you up there, you have special moves and super arts. So like you can have Chun-Li's fighting style, the normals, but then switch up these moves.
Wow.
You have stats on the right. Your gear is going to have stats, so RPG, unlocking stuff like that. And there's more RPG stuff that's going to show up in a second. So let's say you fight with Chun-Li style here. Chun-Li style is going to level up. There it is. New skills available. Chun-Li level 2. And now you unlock Flash Knuckle, Rising Uppercut, Kikoken. And you equip that shit on your character.
That's awesome.
You make a moveset. It's so cool.
This is gonna be oh my god, this game keeps on giving. It is insane.
Skills to increase punch strength, kick strength, and others. So there's a skill tree, throw strength right here, and unique attack strength. Not sure what that is. Maybe specials. We'll see. Defense, vitality, and yeah.
Straight up RPG.
Straight up RPG. Special characters will show up. This move from the new character. What's his name again?
JP.
JP.
Thanks, Ender.
Thank you, Ender.
He's the young
Always
one.
here.
He remembers the.
Yeah, the young
He
one.
remembers the.
Again,
names.
fighting games and Genshin. If you need that, I got it.
True.
We appreciate you.
There was an Easter egg here. Was it before? I don't know who it was, but I guess you guys are gonna pick it up, and someone's gonna tell me. Anyway, this
Carlos
is one...
Miyamoto from Final Fight.
Yeah. Oh, he's from Final Fight. Okay.
Yeah, Final Fight.
All right. I didn't know. Yeah, this guy.
That guy.
I didn't know
Carlos.
where he
Nice.
was from. Carlos Miyamoto. Yeah, they're doing some crossovers with story mode.
Wow, that is insane. and can you imagine, like, they can have a lot of surprises like that too. They can even have like weird ass characters from previous games where the moveset doesn't make sense for this game in specific, but they can just have it in story mode.
Oh, weird ass characters, you mean? Like fridges.
Exactly.
You fight fridges.
Exactly. You fight
That
fridges.
fridge-
They
that
throw you
fridge is for
pineapples?
everybody.
Man.
The pineapple is
Carrots,
overhead.
pineapples,
The pineapple is overhead.
Of course. Of course, yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah, and that is story mode. Now, when I said the demo has all game modes, this is what I meant. They have like 3 big modes on the main menu. Obviously, the demo doesn't have online, but it has Battle Hub. So there is stuff you can do here. You have local versus. You can play, but you can only play as Luke and Ryu. But we can play, you know? You can play versus already. That's kind of cool. You can start labbing stuff. And there's the Battle Hub. I mean, we've seen a lot of this in the beta. We didn't see Kami or Zangief, so... I'm not going to hold that wake up. You're not going to wake up command throw me. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not...
You're gonna be pressing buttons.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm
not gonna do this 3 times in a row.
You can,
remember
you can pressure
remember
me
the
on
thing-
wake up with a command throw. I am not getting command thrown when you... And they put Street Fighter 2 on another game. Of course they did. And there it is. The character you customized. You go to the lobby and just play against other characters.
Crazy. Crazy. This game, I cannot believe this game. I literally cannot believe this game. They could have stopped 5 months ago with the amount of stuff that they're adding to the game, and we would be fine with it.
Yeah.
But no, they just keep adding. If this game has trials that are actually interesting and hard to do, like Street Fighter 4, this game is gonna be perfect for me. Like, this game is already insane, and if the trials are hard enough for me to actually engage in, I want trials that make me retry the same trial for an hour. I want that. I want to be there, like, I want to pop off when I finally get that combo.
I think there will probably be characters that make you do that. I don't think every character will have that, but yeah. I believe.
In a way, in Street Fighter 4, not every combo was that hard, but at least half of the roster made me pop off. And in specific, see Viper, after 8 hours trying the same combo with a 1-frame link, yes, I popped off.
Yeah.
I popped off really bad.
This combo is sick. That's why I paused here. So we go into Chun-Li Super. Into the air. We command grab down. I don't know who this is, but probably Kimberly? Is it?
Kimberly.
Kimberly?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Kimberly
air grab.
Pick it up with a drive rush into Luke's uppercut?
Yep.
Into Dalsim's fireball.
Crazy.
Yay, he did it. He learned.
That is crazy.
Clubs. There are clubs. There are clans in the game. You can group up with people. You can have a bush club.
Of course.
We can do it. So you can see when we're most active. We can see. I don't know if I'll make a club. We'll see. I might join someone else's club. Just like join our community with theirs. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll make that decision later. It's not a decision for me now. Now you can have a uniform for the club, so we can all wear matching shirts or whatever.
That is cool, man.
It's kind of nice.
Oh, and we can have pictures taken. Okay.
Well, yeah. And the last game mode of the 3 is sort of an offline challenge mode. There's arcade mode. There's the combo trial mode that you mentioned. Arcade mode gives you... Oh, also battle damage. That's the thing you can enable. That's what they were showing here.
Oh, nice.
You can enable or disable that.
Again, it's just a detail, but it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, this is the sound portion. Did you hear this?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not at all.
So this is like the sound design for... I don't think this is for deaf people, for blind people. For deaf, it's definitely not. I don't think it's for blind, but maybe partially blind.
I mean, blind people do play. There's a top player who was blind in Street Fighter 5.
And I mean, I think they don't openly say it's for blind people. Blind people can compete because that's obviously like making themselves liable. But it's there to help.
Yeah, if like a blind person does want to play Street Fighter 6, there is an option.
Additionally, sound accessibility options have been improved for Street Fighter 6.
I think for me it's very important even
will give you
with
the
it.
heads.
God damn
Because I
it.
come from Smash.
Talking
and
about
I
sound,
think-
and this fucking guy starts talking over it. That's crazy. Shit.
And it says that it is important to him as he interrupts the sound.
It is, the sound is important to me because I play Smash. That's the worst way to start.
Okay. No. Okay, quick though. I love this. All right, because I'm big on sound cues, right?
Right.
So for me, I'm gonna have this on. If it annoys people, I'll turn it off. But I'm gonna have it on simply because it helps me with like a mod I use in Smash Bros. That helps me learn like hit confirms and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So for me,
don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
why?
Yeah, sure. Turn it on your own time. Don't make content with this on. Don't.
Oh
do it.
yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
But this is huge. Like this is amazing. Again, you
wanna
guys
hear
know
it,
me.
though? Do you wanna hear it?
Yes, I want to hear
options
it.
have been improved for Street Fighter 6. There are sound effects that will give you the heads up on the distance between you and your opponent.
Okay, never mind. It sounds too funny with the walking,
The height
but the
level.
punches.
Yeah. The punches, the height of the punches also changes.
Axe.
Oh yeah,
Whether
it's
an
slow.
attack hits as a
Lower,
cross-up or
lower
not.
sounding.
Yeah. Pixel sound when it's a cross up.
And also to indicate your remaining gauge.
Wah.
We hope that these options
And
will
here's
let
how
you
it
better
sounds all
grasp
together.
This is
Minus the whop, I kind of like the dings.
The things are kind of cool. The wop when you're on the right side of the screen is like the most like wop. It's so funky. Wop.
Yeah, never mind. I just changed. I didn't hear it all the way when I was reacting to it, but
This isn't for you. Yeah, it's fine.
When you were reacting to it, we were probably talking about Smash and how important Smash is for you. You know, so like that's what happened.
See how he bullies me, y'all?
This is amazing. This is amazing. I don't know how far someone who has difficulty in seeing or doesn't, see at all will be able to get with this mechanic. But it definitely allows you to play this, and man, it just makes me happy. This again, another thing that this game is doing well, man.
Yeah, at the
Fantastic.
very least, like to enjoy, even if it's not like ranked multiplayer, you know, to enjoy the rest of the modes, because this game seems pretty full of content, you know. So at the very least, to enjoy that.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. When I'm all, I've been
By the way,
very.
This character's
Go ahead.
select screen, dude. Like we hadn't
I
seen
haven't-
the offline select screen yet.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Kind of clean. Like it.
Kind of clear. Let it go. Let me see.
Yeah, why is Marissa covered on her portrait with all the hair? But
Oh,
yeah.
God damn it. But yeah, I'm all for accessibility. I've been very vocal about that. I love when devs go out of their way to make the game as accessible for all types of people with different disabilities. It's amazing. I was not expecting this, and I didn't even think about the possibility of people that have eyesight problems being able to play a game like this. And it's definitely possible. I don't know how high in terms of competitiveness, but maybe there's a competitive scene for people with disabilities.
Ooh.
Man, I fucking love this. This is amazing.
The Parallel Sports.
For Street Fighter, man. Oh, Street Fighter, this fucking game. Oh, I'm in love with this game.
So here's the look of like arcade for Jamie, for instance. This is voice acted, and that's a lot of stages. That's a lot of stages, and you unlock.
Shit, that's a lot of.
You unlock some art at the end, but I think the number of stages is different per character, so I don't really know what's up with that.
Do we know what we get at the end? Is it
Art. So like,
just
look,
art?
Look at her.
Oh,
Like she has less stages. Maybe it's like the level of difficulty. And yes, some stages are like truck.
shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, and some other game modes. Parry those basketballs. Yeah, it's something like this. You get this art
Just
screen.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's cool and all, but I
thi-
miss the days when we had like an anime at the end.
There's some voice acting, I think, in between. But
You're probably gonna get like a nice story with it, but other than that, like
nice. I don't know about nice, but a little story for sure. Here's the menu, which I think is something they glazed over. The menu for the third game mode, Fighting Ground. So arcade practice versus special match online. So you don't have to go into the battle hub to play online. You just come to the Fighting Ground and queue for ranked here.
Another decision. Another decision.
All right, so select the character. Here's some guides. You get guides for every character, right? And then, wait, let's do the cannon spike. First you see it, and then you do it. All right, now let's do it. That anti-air is just forward strong punch. Love it. I'm playing Cammy. Anti-airing with forward strong punch. Good on
Hey,
you.
that's what I do. That's what I do in Strive.
And here it is. All combo trials, beginner, intermediate, advanced. This is for JP. So beginner trials, more than 9. I want to say based on this bar, 12, maybe.
Around 12, yeah.
Intermediate's going to be less. No, it's going to be the same. So around
It's gonna
12
be the
too.
same?
Advanced is definitely less. So
Go
yeah, like-
to advanced.
So assisted combo 1, assisted combo 2. So it's like 2 hits of the target combo. Cancel into a drive rush. So hit, you cancel into drive rush. That's just forward. Light attack using the plus frames from drive rush. Grom Strelka, I don't know what motion this is. Light Torbalan, it's another special. So this might be a tough link. And this might be another tough link for crouching.
this is with the modern controls. If you can see in the top left,
Oh,
right above
oh, that's how you get the achievements.
Shit, I didn't think about that. there better be an achievement and a trophy for getting all the comments. Please. I want that.
Oh, that's how you get the achievements. You just make
Just
modern
put modern.
controls.
What if they say complete every single combo challenge in standard
classic.
controls?
Yeah,
It's like,
classic
yes,
controls. Could be.
let's go.
Could be.
Nah, let's not gatekeep.
Yeah, get your achievements, man.
No, let's not gatekeep.
Get your achievements however you want.
Yeah.
Versus team battle with the doubles format. I don't know what. we got King of Fighters here.
What did you say? The best team-based fighting? What was the?
No, there's a doubles format. There's team
No,
battle.
what was the argument?
It's the pinnacle of pixel
Exactly.
pixel fighting games. That's what they said. Not me. The extreme game modes that we also tried in the beta.
This was fun.
This was fun. The party modes are pretty fun. I like this camera a lot, actually. Like from party modes, the way this camera zooms out, I like it a lot. I like this look. Rooms. Damn, it's a fighting game, so of course it releases with spectator mode and all the stuff that we don't get in Arena Fighters. So you choose the game mode, singles, and then you have 4 arcade machines, and you can choose one-on-one, you can choose extreme battle, or you can choose training. So you can make a training machine, two practice machines, and like a tournament machine. Number of players goes up to 16. Here are the 4 slots for you guys to fight. You can spectate any match as you go. They say they've made some improvements, so there you go. That's seems like a pretty straightforward lobby system, and that's kind of what you want.
Yeah. Not only that, you can go into online through the menu, which is something that we love. We're talking to you, Arxis. I don't know what else to say about this. It's just everything looks amazing. I want this game on my hands as soon as possible. I miss competing in general. I miss our trips to whatever we go to and just compete. I miss that. Even if it's just here in Portugal. I miss that, and I believe Portugal is going to be big on Street Fighter, as it always has been.
Right.
Even with like those random tournaments that are not really FGC related, they're just random tournaments that happen because it's Street Fighter. Even that, I miss that. So I'm this game's going to be awesome.
Oh,
I'm really looking forward to it.
By the way, there's the ranking. I mean, they had announced this, that the ranking is separate per character. So there it is, your Platinum JP. There's also a ranking for random. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
I like that a lot.
That is interesting.
I like that a
It's
lot.
random stuff.
I think that's it. Is there like a beta news that I missed?
No,
No, it's just a demo, right?
this demo, yeah. Demo has local, this little bit of the story, extreme battles, stuff like that. No online.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give us this game. Just
Right, to get started, you
Use
can
this.
create a character. The character will be in the final game, and yo, Luigi wants to fight you. He said it, not me. And that's it. Street Fighter, out June 2nd.
In a week, the PC crowd will get the demo, and we will end up playing Street Fighter 6 early because of that.
of course.
Of course.
Why do they keep doing that? PC players do not deserve shit, man. you guys screw everything, man.
I cannot wait for this. It's I think the magic moment for me was playing against Enderup, and I never had so much fun losing so much in a fighting game. It never happened.
I never had so much fun winning.
All right, you don't have to. rub
Wait,
it
are
in,
you saying
know.
are you saying you never have fun when we play?
No, we have fun. We have fun, but I get tired eventually. Like, okay, I'm not. This is frustrating. But
I'm gonna be a little bit sad.
No, you're doing your job. See?
okay, Reina, I don't think we ever had a streak as bad as I had with Enderup. He was winning like 42.
It was like
40
like
to 5?
5 to something like that.
Something like that. So yeah, I don't think we ever had that. But like, I just wanted to keep going because I felt like I was improving. I felt like I was doing stuff even though I was losing, and I don't know. It's just fun. It felt like each match it was better than the last.
Ender was yeah, I had fun against Ender too. That was good. And against you, of course. I had fun in general. Even when I got my ass ended to me, was the Spanish player that was playing Jury? I don't remember, but it was a Dragon Ball player, and he kicked my ass, and it was pretty cool. That man definitely lapped combos. That man knew combos. I was getting my ass ended to me.
He's he had the cracked beta.
Jaorkas.
Oh,
That was the name.
Jaorkas, of course,
Yeah.
of course. All right, so with that, we're gonna move to Q&A. See if I find the final score here. Because I think... Oh, two win streak? Did I win one? Oh, wait. 3-win streak. Yeah, let's move on to Q&A. I'm looking at chat. Yeah, it's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Looking at chat, looking at no mic voice. If you guys got questions, make sure to ask away. I'm gonna let the gameplay rock in the background. I get schooled by Andrew.
Watch any anime this season? Like any other ones as Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone?
No, I'm watching, every night I'm watching an hour and a half video of the story of Storm Competitive. Pretty cool video that like a creator that's not that big put out, and I've been enjoying it in bits and pieces. I'm almost done with it, but I'm watching Dr. Stone. I think I answered that last week though. But yeah, right now that's what I'm going through. What game are you looking forward to the most? Is it Ultra Rumble still? Maybe. Project L, the number one, or Street Fighter, I guess. Street Fighter is definitely the next one I'm looking forward to the most. As far as content goes, probably Storm Connections, probably Ultra Rumble. Yeah, for sure.
I actually say, yeah, for content, I would actually say Ultra Rumble. Didn't even think about that, but yeah, it's quite exciting.
I thought for sure Ultra Rumble was going to be the next anime game. Now I think Connections is going to come out before it.
Yeah, I agree. It's looking much more likely, especially with this, like with the bump in the marketing last week, with the 2 new characters. It seems like it's going to be like that. And honestly, I can see us having the game playable at Gamescom. It's going to be one of those. And with E3 now gone, Gamescom is looking pretty good to showcase your game. So we might be able to play that one. I would say for me, Street Fighter 6 is the one that I'm really looking forward to, and Starfield. And Starfield can go super wrong this year, but
Right.
you know, it's a space game. It's a space game, and it's, you know, it's a Skyrim in space. It fits a lot of the things that I like, but it can go super wrong, that one.
True. Yayas asks, how do you feel about the DLC release timing for Street Fighter 6? I know you touched it on here. So the only thing I touched was really like, does the first DLC character come out before or after EVO? And I think comes out after EVO. I think they should release the game, not touch it until the first DLC character. The timing between DLC releases is pretty big. What I would like to see Street Fighter do different from other fighting games, and it is already doing a lot of things right and different from other fighting games. So if they want to add on to that, what I would like to see is balanced patches in between balanced characters instead of at the same time as balanced character of new characters.
I so agree with you.
Usually fighting games like Dragon Ball, Guilty Gear, like there are very few exceptions to this. They usually release a balance patch at the same time as a new character comes out, or pretty close to it, like a week before. They like do the patch getting ready for the DLC character, and they just kind of like artificially delay the release of the character in relation to the balance patch. But if Street Fighter wants to stay on this trend of doing things right, I would love to see DLC character, balance patching between the 2 DLCs, another DLC character. And I think just like that, the long waiting period between DLCs isn't as big of a deal anymore.
And honestly, it looks very likely that will be the thing that they do, because again, you just have to expect that Street Fighter is going to do the right thing, because so far they've been doing the right thing for everything. But yeah, I 100% agree. Like having patch notes, having like a balance patch with the new character is a bit overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the score was 29-4. It was.
We're here for another half an hour, so
Yeah.
the score is gonna keep increasing. Okay, so next question. Do you think the combo timer of Demon Slayer is great, or would you prefer a different way of combo scaling? If so, what? I think the combo timer of Demon Slayer is better than the substitution system of Storm. Because I think the substitution system of Storm is in its own way a combo timer. That's why Storm doesn't need it, but Demon Slayer does. That said, if they were to remove the combo timer, they would have to completely change the combo system and the way it works. Like, not only would you need to have scaling, you would also need to have hit stun decay, because otherwise you can just keep combos going for long. You have infinites in that game easily. With assists and meter, like, yeah, you can definitely get infinites. So that's what I prefer. Is like, it's almost like the fighting game method is hit stun decay and combo scaling. But if you ask me, do I prefer the storm method, which is to give you a bunch of subs and make those subs regenerate pretty fast so you can stop a combo whenever you want, or put a combo timer but not have the sub mechanic? I'd rather have that. I think when you get the hit on a character, once you've gone through the work of winning neutral and getting through their block, through their defenses, you should be rewarded with something. A big combo, a small combo, I don't know. You should be rewarded with something. And the other player should be punished for their mistake instead of having a button to press to get out of it. That's part of the reason why I'm not a big fan of the subsystem. But I also understand why it exists and why a lot of people are fans of it, and why Storm is popular because of that system.
Yeah, because the thing is, when you're rewarded with something and instantly you get subbed out, it makes the neutral part of the game, the part where you're both trying to get a hit on your opponent, much less significant. And for me, and I think for you as well, the neutral is the most fun part. Like getting the hit, punishing your opponent. That's where the fun is on a fighting game. The combos too, of course, but you know, feeling like you've outsmarted your opponent is I think the best part. And Naruto Storm just takes that away with subsystem. Like it's one of those things like, yeah, I want neutral, but now it's gonna sub out.
In Storm it becomes like you didn't win neutral until you've exhausted their subs. Like the sub baiting is part of the neutral almost, and it's much more fluid. There is a beauty to it. There is a beauty to the fluidity of being in a neutral and a combo state, and Storm has that in spades. But I don't know. I still think the subsystem rewards is too big of a. You get too much from subbing out. Like, you are not at a disadvantage after subbing out. Like, I won neutral, I got the hit, you subbed out, and now I have to like be careful with your shit if I didn't read the sub. So yeah.
I think a good way to making that, first of all, the combo timer for Demon Slayer is not the best way to make something to balance the damage in combos, but I think it is the smart way to doing it. Because one thing I will say for sure, they will not balance 100+ character roster correctly. So they have to have a mechanic like that. They will not do it for every single character. So having a timer is actually kind of smart. Yeah. Because it's the best you can have as a player when they're definitely not going to do the other thing. The subsystem, if only they did like 2 subs per round. It's a combo break mechanic, and you can do like 2 subs per round, something like that. That would be so much more interesting to me. So much more interesting, because you wouldn't be just spamming. You only have 2, and it's still in a way.
But you gotta fix the whole combo system then, you know. Because then it's like, okay, I baited your 2 subs, 1 touch, and you're gone. And I don't care how much health you have.
We'll leave that for Naruto fighters, I guess.
Yeah.
The 2 sub mechanic.
Please don't put 2 subs in fighters. Please don't. Please don't put 2 subs in fighters. Put 0 subs in fighters. What do you?
Two. No, I think it would have to have a combo break. And one.
You now get 2 sparking blasts.
Oh god.
Oh, you gave me a heart attack. Nah, can we go to my hero now?
it makes sense, like lore wise, to have the sub, and if it's just 1 or 2 during a match, like it's very limited, and it's still in brand. It's still on brand with Naruto. So I wouldn't actually mind that. Not that I love the combo mechanic, the combo break mechanic, but like Strive does it well.
Strive does it well. Yes.
So I guess like. And even Strive even does it with the Chip, right? he subs out.
That's
Chip
true.
subs out.
Chip does sub out.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it could work.
Get DP'd, you casual. Do you think Project L will become big and popular fighting series like Street Fighter? KOF, make free-to-play game too. No, I don't think Project L will become a fighting game series. It might become like in a very far future, but I don't think. Video games are not made the same way they were back then. So with oh god, I pressed it too soon. So with Street Fighter, it became a series because it's got such a long history. But now games are built to last a lot longer. Will it be as popular as Street Fighter 6? Who knows? It has the potential to. As a fighting game series, as in like a series of different fighting games, no, I don't think Project L is even aiming to become that.
No, I don't think so.
In fact, I saw we got some like small leaks things from like a thing they did in Japan somewhere that like they said Project L is gonna be like a live service, so it's not gonna like have like a sequel. It's gonna continue.
Yeah.
Like one.
I bet eventually, you know, you look far enough into the future, and yes, you make a sequel to even to live service games. But yeah, it's gonna be here for a very long time.
Every fighting game is a live service at this point.
Yeah.
They want to make it a live service. Not everyone can succeed, but they definitely want to make it. Street Fighter 6 is a live service game. The one thing I will say is, and then probably they will probably follow a more normal structure for their fighting game, as they've seen other fighting games do. But this is the company that has done that has made League of Legends. How long has it been running?
Right.
How long has League of Legends been going? I don't even know. I'm gonna search that.
Yeah, true.
But that's a lot. So wild.
Well, I searched that. Have you heard any news on Seven Deadly Sins game? I did. So someone did say last around the bush if I have watched the 20-minute gameplay, and I forgot to go back to it. So I did watch that 20-minute gameplay. We did see most of it, but it has some cutscenes and stuff. I think it's still worth watching if you guys are interested in the game. But most of the stuff is definitely covered in the other gameplay that we saw and in the video we covered, because everything mechanically is the same. Pretty much, it's the same demo. You found it?
14 years. It's been going for 14 years, since 2009. Has Rena played Tunic? Yes. Yes. Love that game. I have a tab on my bookmarks that is an item that I want to purchase as soon as it's available. It's the Tunic it's a Tunic art cover instruction book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is on sale, I think, in the US. The European store does not have it yet, but I have it bookmarked. It says coming soon. I have it to notify me. This is one of my favorite collectibles. I want this so fucking bad.
Damn.
I love Tunic. Tunic is amazing.
That's cool. What are your thoughts on the Demon Slayer DLC run they had, where we got 2 characters every month for free for a bit? The free characters timing was fine, because they promised that DLC post-launch, and I mean, the game was missing demons, so that was a pretty big omission. And I think that way what they did was extend the game's life for sure. But yeah, they needed to release that stuff fast, because people were missing that, you know? People wanted demons. That's one of the main things that the game was missing at launch. Afterwards, when it was the season pass, when it was the pay DLC, I think the timing was like once every 2 months, right? I don't know if I'm wrong on that.
Something like that.
But that's good pace. It's really good pace. They can even make it slower if they want to. Next. Do you think the substitution would be better if it took longer to get subs back? Again, substitution needs to exist the way it is right now because of Storm's fighting system. If you don't fix the fighting system first, you cannot change subs.
Yeah, that's the huge issue. And again, it's 100+ characters.
You know what I would like to see in Demon Slayer? When you boost or surge, you don't get assist bars back. So you don't get an escape combo back. And if you're a demon, that's an even bigger deal.
I see. And I haven't thought about that. I don't know how that would balance out.
It was just right now. Right now, I just have yet. I haven't thought about it either. I think it'd be cool though.
I think it would change the game quite a bit, actually, because I see. I mean, at least, and again, I'm not a very good Demon Slayer player, but I remember having the urge to going to Surge because I wanted my combo break back because I was almost dying.
Yeah, exactly. That's how people play too. Like they will not boost or surge until they've used that escape so they can get it back. Like they feel like it's a waste. But like if you have to manage that as like a separate meter that is not associated with boost or surge, then suddenly, hey, this resource is kind of cool. And I think like less combo breaks are a good thing in Demon Slayer. Maybe they got one bar back. No! Goddamn Storm players. Can't live without subs.
Can you imagine not being able to press buttons after you start getting comboed? That's annoying.
Yeah. Shinichi asked if you played Tunic. The answer is yes, but I figured because it's Shinichi and he was asking you, you should read the question.
I didn't. Yeah, I answered.
Okay.
And then I went on about the Tunic hardcover situation.
Yeah, I thought he asked because of it and not.
Oh no! I started with
Not the other way.
I played it and loved it.
Got it.
And Globko as well. As far as I'm concerned, I think you love the game too, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's my game of the year.
For last year, was it last year?
I think it's game of the year last year. Top 3 Street Fighter 6 character themes. I don't have it. I know number 1 because I think by far I like that bop more than anything else I've heard so far. So I'm gonna just play it. It's Cammy's. My goodness, the bop is too good. Gotta get the volume right here. Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is some Scarlet Nexus shit.
I like that. We're gonna be using that for videos. That's for sure. I like Ryu's as well.
So my top 3 is a Jamie, Honda, Marisa for themes.
I like Ryu's too, so I almost said Ryu, but like I barely remember the other themes.
That's true. But that's another thing, if you remember Ryu's. I remember Ryu's because of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine comparison.
Yeah, exactly. That, and I put it on my playlist, so...
I listen to Cans every day.
Listen
Okay.
to
Sounds
who?
like Sonic Forces. Cans.
In Smash?
No. See how they hate Smash players? Don't forget this.
No, what do you mean? Ken is in Smash, right?
We don't like him in that game.
Well, yeah.
This is good. I like this this theme a lot. I like all the theory crafting that's going on in chat about Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer balance ideas. That's cool. I have not tried Mage Seeker or seen what that game is. Ragnar. Student's theme is trash. Ooh. I don't remember it. Can't remember it. Okay, I guess that is it. I guess that's it. We're good. We're stalling and looking at sorry. What? Yeah, we're good questions. Thanks for the show. We're just kind of looking at chat and stalling. Genshin?
Wenshin.
Oh, Wenshin. I played Wenshin. You know I played Wenshin.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I started that side quest that I left hanging, played for 10 minutes and went, fuck, I hate this quest, and turned it off. You know what I did and went to do afterwards? I booted Storm 4 and went to wait. It's worse. It's worse.
A very bad start already.
I booted Storm 4 and went into the Boruto story mode because I haven't done the side missions there, and that's like the last trophy I need for all the achievements.
What about Injustice?
And I remembered immediately why I dropped that story mode, but I still stayed there and did it.
Okay. You got the trophies?
No. There's still
You
so
didn't
much.
jump me? Okay.
I have to do 10 CPU battles in each rank. So there's D rank, C rank, B rank, A rank, S rank. So there's 50 CPU battles. I did 10 and then stopped.
God damn it.
It's so... Oh
Side
my
quest are not your
God.
dig.
It's just CPU battles. Anyway, that's it for today. Minato review coming out on the main channel later. Should be a few minutes or a few hours. One or the other. And
One or the other.
Fantasy JoJo next Monday. It's the final episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.